much as he'd like, but he'd like them to sink more than just 12 of 21. He also is circling those turnovers. He wants them to take care of the ball a little better. He thinks that those two things can happen, and they're going to be in
something Houston did well all season.
Gallinari out to Gilgeous-Alexander. He slipped the screen, got inside on Tucker. That's a favorable matchup, and they convert. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on now. At his size, if he can post that and be productive with everything else he has in his tool bag.
Yeah. Eric Gordon just missing the layup. Thunder can get it down to 2. Chris Paul steaming downhill. Gets the... And the Thunder really turned it around. They were terrible early. Robert Covington finds the range from deep. Robert Covington began his career with the Rockets organization and RGV, their G League affiliate, and found a home in the league in the Philadelphia 76ers organization. He corrals the loose ball, and up comes Harden. Good screen on Dort. Gallinari switches on to Harden. Kicks it out to P.J. Tucker, the side pocket 3, off the mark. Adams wasn't expecting the pass. Inside to Gallinari, working against Gordon. Has a mismatch, but that's going to be a hook. His rhythm 1 for 5 from downtown. Ball against Harden. A year ago this time they were teammates in Houston. Dort on the drive. Got hung up in the air. He got as close as 56 to 55. Harden. Great defense by Dort. Tucker. The guy that leads the NBA in quarter 3 is having a tough time here today. Tucker 0 for 3 on threes. Dort. Boy, that missed badly.
Yeah, just because I know they're leaving you open, but move it. Just move it and cut.
Eric Gordon goes quick. Tucker fouls Gallinari going for the rebound.
But let Dort work, boy. Individually, he's doing one heck of a job.
Really moved his feet, as you said. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Tucker. Chris Paul hits the 3 right over the top of Robert Covington. And Chris Paul now with 14 points on 6 of 9. Thunder within 2.
We had a feeling Chris Paul would have himself a game.
Whistled for the foul. This
quite comfortable shooting a lot of threes.
University name on his shoes today. Chris has been tremendous in that aspect. Jump hook inside. Adams missing from point-blank range. House got ripped, got it back, but it was out of bounds. My man Rick Mahorn, Detroit Pistons, NBA champion. And you also saw Breonna Taylor's name etched on the shoes of Chris Paul as the players here continue their march and stance towards social justice and justice for Breonna Taylor and her family. She was killed by Louisville police. Paul tried to knock it off Covington. Step back 3. And here comes Oklahoma City up by 1 now. Gilgeous-Alexander from deep. And the lead is up to guarding Harden, digging in the low block. And Harden draws the foul.
Lean that arm over, right? I mean, just what? This is just tremendous work. In his case over there with the officials. No, they don't. And Steve Kerr has talked about it. He said, I don't want to go all the way back to, as you were talking about, the 90s where it was hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Let's just take it back a little bit and protect the defensive players.
Gilgeous-Alexander couldn't cash. Gallinari had it knocked away, and here comes Daniel House. And he's fouled by Chris Paul in the open court. That's going to be the 3rd. I wonder if he's got another 61 ball left in the arsenal. That's going to be a defensive 3-second violation against Oklahoma City and Steven Adams. We have yet to see the LeBron James at the offensive end scoring the basketball
right
as frequently as he usually does in the playoffs. We haven't seen that yet. Still think he has another gear to get to here in Orlando.
Well, there's 17 years of proof to suggest that you're correct. Officials talking to Dort and Harden. Just keep your eyes on this matchup, folks, because I think we're going to see a lot of it.
Cross court to House for three. And Adams with a rebound. You heard Chris Paul yelling, three quarters, get around and deny as he was leaving the court, always directing and coaching his teammates up. Gilgeous-Alexander made his last one, this one short. Harden behind the Tucker screen, still continues to struggle from deep. Now 1 of 10. Houston's missed its last 9 in a row. Schroeder got it.
Yeah, see, those small guards who are crafty, when they in front of them, that's where they're going.
Whistle and a...
Got to be brilliant.
Yeah, great point. And talk about Schroeder bringing it up court right now. Finalist, should be one of the top 3 six-man candidates of the year. Was outstanding coming off the bench for Billy Donovan. Going against Jeff Green here. Fires the three. And good block out by P.J. Tucker. Quick hit ahead. Jeff Green, room service at the other end.
Just, I'll tell you, the Trinity boy, he gets rid of it in a hurry.
Quality assists by James Harden. Very willing passer. It's a 1-point lead for the Thunder. Gallinari with a mismatch against Austin Rivers. Jeff Green comes to load up and help. House against Gilgeous-Alexander. And good defensive sequence. Green bringing it up. They like to use Harden as a screener once in a while, and now Dort switches onto him. There's the mismatch. Harden trying to find his rhythm. Step back three. Just the way he drew it up in the previous game. 29 points for James Harden. One of just 2 Rockets in double-figure scoring. Noel fouled underneath. 4 minutes to go. Green brings it up court again. And they don't stop him. Jeff Green all the way to the basket, and it rattles out. Schroeder against Rivers. Tough fadeaway step back. Schroeder was looking for the call from Leon Wood and eyeballing him running down the court. Harden downhill in heavy traffic.
To keep the ball moving, they're leaving you open.
Native of Montreal with "Respect Us" written on the back of his jersey in his native language, French. Launching from downtown, still can't find the mark. They are cheating and helping off of him with good reason. Harden with the three. Got it. He's up to 34, right around his season average.
How do you say it? The meter's still clicking?
Oh, yeah. It's running in a big way. Chris Paul into the paint. Left his floater short. And Austin Rivers clears for the Houston Rockets, leading by 5 with 2:37 to go in the third quarter.
Oh, what a pass.
Tucker kicks it out. Great ball movement. Rivers for 3. Boy, it was the final part of it. Chris Paul against McLemore. Boy, Chris Paul. Was that a drill? I mean, he just lulled his defender, McLemore, to sleep.
Confident in their handle. If you want to push them in a direction, they're like, all right, I'll go your way. But I'm gonna counter and come back a way I want to go.
15th year in the NBA, 35 years old. Went to a vegan diet, which has really sustained him and done well for him this year. Able to stay healthy. Rivers lost control, and he commits throughout the course of the season. Here's Schroeder. Got into the paint, and Gordon made a great defensive play. Jeff Green leading the break. Green soaring in and just missing the finger roll. 1.5 to go. Schroeder with the floater and gets a friendly roll. Back to a 1-point game. Dennis Schroeder having his best game of the series, albeit just 3 games in. He's got 19.
This is what we expected today, Mark.
Yeah.
A competitive, hard-fought, closely contested game.
Boy, Austin Rivers has lost it a couple of times here off the bounce. Jeff Green with a great recovery and block. Packed it off the backboard out to Chris Paul. Paul shakes Austin Rivers. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on the rebound against Steven.
About, like, if you go down 3-0, the will to fight in game 4, not as high. And obviously that's going to be amplified in this kind of circumstance where frankly, you've been on this campus for a very long time.
Great point. Chris Paul playing once again without Russell Westbrook, who's out with a leg injury. Did some running today, and they expect him back sooner rather than later. 4 on the shot clock for Eric Gordon. Did a lot of dribbling and finishes with the left hand at the rim.
And a push up trying to make them.
Chris Paul pressured by Austin Rivers in the backcourt. 4 seconds to go. Chris Paul bumped, no call. Baisley for